Beam me down, Scotty.
What's going on, guys? This is Carl with the Racerred channel. Today I'm talking about the 2022 Beta Cross Trainer. It's an awesome bike, 300cc two-stroke, really lightweight. The price tag is amazing at $8,000. To me, it's totally worth it. The suspension is the factor that really dropped that price down. When I've been riding it, I haven't noticed the suspension being a problem whatsoever. I did bottom the forks a couple times in some major G-outs in the whoop sections, but with a couple adjustments in the clickers and stiffening up the fork, that would go away completely. That said, I wouldn't even feel the need to really do that because in day-to-day riding, I'm not going to be blitzing through the whoops with this thing. It's basically going to stay on the trail. It's an amazing bike for the trails. First time starting the 2022 Beta Cross Trainer. So one of the first things I wanted to do is test out the thing that people say this really lacks, and that is suspension. This comes with an inch less of travel compared to the RR models. And it feels plush. It's not bottoming. This feels fine to me. This bike really is a torque monster, and with this exhaust, it is designed to have more of a linear feel to it than any of the other models. It's been designed to have less of a hard hit up top and more of a linear power and stronger torque. A lot of that is in the exhaust. So if you switch out the exhaust, that really makes a huge difference in the power output that you're gonna get. You're gonna get way more of a hard hit up top. And if I were to own this bike, I think I would keep the stock one. However, that's always an option to switch out. I really like this bike so far. I thought that the suspension would be a sore subject because it is designed to be lower, more confidence inspiring. A lot of people consider this to be more of a novice or intermediate bike as opposed to expert or pro. So far, this thing has felt really light, really capable, and I like it so far. The suspension and the chassis feels really good. Also, really like Beta's electronic oil injection, which really does work well. All you have to do is just add straight fuel to the tank. The oil's already taken care of, so you don't have to mix your oil.
After researching this bike a little bit, one of the things I found was that people were concerned that the gas tank was just too small at 2.25 gallons. And on this ride I took it 59 miles and never hit reserve, so I still have yet to find out how far this bike will go, but that seems really good to me without hitting reserve at 59 miles of mostly single track, so I wouldn't be too worried about fuel economy.
This is one of Beta's, if not Beta's, most popular motorcycles, and I can really see why that would be.
This bike comes standard with a Brembo clutch and Nissin brakes, both of which are hydraulic. The Nissin brakes work great with easy one-finger control, although I do find them to be a little bit grabby for me, as I'm used to Brembo, but after a little bit of riding, it's easy to get used to. The Brembo hydraulic clutch is really durable and has great feel. It's definitely not going to give you any issues. Brembo is a time-tested company with great durability.
The 35.8-inch seat height, price tag at $8,000. I mean, you really can't beat that. The weight of this bike is 216 pounds.
which is next to nothing. So there are the 3 low numbers that make me just want to get one and really have me sold on this bike.
Testing out the 2 different modes here. I've got it in rain mode right now, and you can definitely feel the difference. A lot more peppy in regular mode. This bike is completely revised for this year. The whole engine is revised with a bigger cylinder bore, new piston, shorter stroke crank, new power valve. Basically the entire thing has been revised for 2022. And this thing works really, really well. It's got tons of torque, makes it really fun to ride. The savings comes from the suspension setup, which I like. I really dig the suspension. So plush. Oh my goodness. I was having so much bouncing around on my Husqvarna going up that. This thing just ate it up. Like I've always said that here in Cambridge, this rock really makes you feel like there's something wrong with your bike every time, no matter what bike I've ridden. So far, that's not the case with this bike. So good. The power delivery, the suspension, the height, the whole package makes this thing unstoppable.
And I really like the access under the seat, just a push button. And access into the air filter is really easy as well. No tools needed to do either of those 2 things. One of my favorite features that comes standard with is the radiator fan. You can ride slow all day long with this thing and not overheat the engine. That is a huge, huge plus. It comes standard with the skid plate as well. But one thing you'll want to add right away are hand guards. That's one thing it doesn't come with. Other than that, it's ready to ride.
This bike has revised electronics as well, making them easier to take apart, and also they are more reliable. So far it feels very similar to the Beta 200 RR, but it has way better power. It's very light, nimble. So far I have really liked the suspension on it. That's been the thing that people say it lacks, but it takes up these rocks really well, and I don't know, as an expert or pro level rider who does off-road stuff, what else do you want? If you're going to be blasting through stadium whoops, you probably want different suspension, but this feels great in just about every scenario that I've put it through. This bike is more than enough for any skill level, I would say.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time.
Cool thing about this bike too is the fact that you can literally just put turn signals on it, and you already have all the setup. You can just plug them right in, and you can ride this thing on the street. You've got a horn, got everything you need. You can move the wild bears right out of your way. This revs out fine. I fluctuate between 170 and 180 pounds. So that's a thing to take into consideration when I say that the suspension feels great. For a heavier rider, it might blow through way easier. For a lighter rider, I'd say it'd be fine still. Alright guys, this has been my review of the 2022 Beta XTrainer. Overall impressions, I love it. I love the price point. I like how it only weighs 216 pounds. I love that it's only 35.8 inches tall. And it's just an amazing bike overall. I've had it out here for quite some time now. This is my second or third day, and it has really been an awesome bike. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope you got something out of the review. and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Beam me up, Scotty.